your anime analyst speaking.
Hi, I'm the Reminisce Reviewer, and today we are reviewing the 4th installment of the anime Marvel series, X-Men.
Oh no, not another anime series of Marvel.
It's got Stephen Bloom as Wolverine.
Really?
Now say you get...
Yum! Wait, huh? Did you just use the Nestle ad on me?
It was either that or the Griffith stare.
Ah. Okay.
Okay, this is X-Men. Here's the plot. After the death of Jean Grey, the X-Men are reassembled by Professor X to travel to Japan following the abduction of Armor and face the U-Men, who are abducting young mutants in order to harvest their organs. Later, the X-Men discover that some mutants in Japan are suffering from the Damon Hall syndrome, which causes problems for mutants during their second mutation. The X-Men must also deal with the next plot of the Inner Circle. So, we have the U-Men, led by Dr. Sublime, backed by a member of the Inner Circle in disguise.
In short, mutant organ traffickers who, for the sole purpose, is to upgrade themselves. The U-Men, folks!
Here are the mutants in the X-Men series. We have Cyclops, Storm, Jean Grey, Wolverine.
Wait a minute! They finally upgraded from Pretty Boy to Old Fart? Wow. Small world. Anyhow,
As I was saying, Beast, Professor X, Armor, and minor cameos of Deadpool and Iron Man. Now, there is some bad news. There is no Magneto. That is because at this point of the story, he has already been apprehended. Like all other Marvel anime, there are Japanese elements, and those actually blend fairly well, especially since we are focusing on a mutant that's from Japan. Also considering that Armor is also Japanese in the X-Men franchise.
there's also a few good plot twists that you could probably spot them off a mile away, given hints coming off like big neon signs. But despite this, I will not spoil it. And although there are some changes to certain characters in this anime, these are passable if you really think about it. Did I mention not only do we have Steve Bloom, but Troy Baker and Cam Clark? Who is Troy Baker? Oh, that one! Huh. Didn't know that. What about Cam Clark? He did that? Wow.
The animation is great. Despite the dark overshadows in certain scenes, it's full of action, full of interesting fight scenes, and really worth a watch. Now, there really isn't anything bad per se, at least for me. Sure, I was expecting a bit more, like more stories and proper appearances with the X-Men, and maybe a focus on Armor and her journey as an X-Men. But other than that minor detail, there's really nothing to complain about. Final verdict. This is a good anime adaptation, and at least it acknowledges the mythos of the X-Men.
Well, in my opinion, it's decent. At least they upgraded Wolverine. And it does touch on some other characters like the U-Men, which really I didn't know about.
Yeah, I felt the same way too. I didn't know who they were until the anime was shown. And I gotta tell you, they were spot on. Well, for the most part. But it's an anime adaptation, so we'll give it a pass. All in all, this anime was excellent!
Is that all 4 of the Marvel animes?
Yes, but it ain't over yet.
What?
It turns out there are 2 other Marvel animes, and unlike the first 4, these 2 are in the form of movies. I'm the Reminisce Reviewer. Tune in next time as we review one of them.
And until our next review, this is your anime analyst speaking. 2 more? 2 more? What is wrong with you people?